Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today for our Wednesday mat work class. I promise I'm going to keep this class to 30 minutes and it's lots of abs. Of course, every Pilates class does have a mixture of movements, but the focus definitely will be your abdominals, so fingers crossed you get through this okay. Alright, we're going to get started. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Okay, and remember with any of these types of positions, you can have your hands in a fist or modify somehow with your elbows bent under your shoulders, okay? So taking a deep breath in, relaxing through the shoulders. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under around the spine, let the head lower slightly. Take a deep breath, and then exhale, uncurl the tailbone, lengthen at the spine, and allow the head to lift. So it's an exhale to tuck. Inhale to hold. Exhale to uncurl. Breathe in to hold it. And then you uncurl and lengthen out. So it's just that nice cat stretch. Last one here. Now I want you, when you're ready, to have yourself in that nice straight spine. So you should feel like you're not arched, you're not flexed, you're just in that nice flat neutral spine. Tuck the toes under. On an exhale, pick the knees up 1/2 inch, breathe in to hold it. Exhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Last time, exhale, lift. Breathe in to hold. And then exhale, lower. Round the spine again, just sit to the heels, give your wrists a quick rest. We're going to add to that position by lifting one knee and adding flexion or rounding of the spine. So you're going to lift up here. You're going to lift the knees up and hold them. So you're just hovering them above the mat. On a breath out, we're going to add the flexion first. So tuck and round the spine so the knees don't lift any higher. And then you're going to uncurl the spine and lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now if you're up for it, add the knee. So exhale, lift and tuck. Inhale, lower. So one knee comes in as you tuck under. Think of it as like an abdominal curl with a knee tuck. One more time on each side. Last time. Perfect. Sitting back again. Walk the hands really far forward this time and allow the chest to lower and get that nice stretch through the shoulders. And then bring yourself up onto your back. So we're going to start with a little bit of abdominal preps here. You can do it with your feet down if you'd like, or like I'm going to do it with my legs lifted. Hands behind the head. You're going to imprint that spine and lift the legs in a tabletop. Legs are together. Exhale, curl the head and shoulders up to look to the thighs and release. So you're trying to stay imprinted, and again, you can do it with the feet down. That's totally fine. Not everyone's backs can handle the legs up in this position. The idea is it's not supposed to be really sore and tiring on your lower back. If it is, put your feet down and really focus on trying to squeeze the abdominals to lift. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself up no matter which position your legs are in. Take your hands behind your knees and gently pull your chest forward. So you should feel like your abdominals are working a little bit more. Now hold this position and bring one hand behind your head. Keep your head and shoulders lifted and take the other hand and bring it behind your head. Awesome. You should feel the burn and then release it all the way down. So you're going to lift it up. And then I want you just to inhale to pull yourself a little bit further forward. And then bring one hand behind the head and then the other. And release it down. Last time. Exhale, curl it up. Pull yourself forward. Keep your head and shoulders lifted. The hands come behind. And then release it down. Perfect. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock yourself side to side a little bit. And then we're going to roll ourselves up, and we're going to do a little bit of a combination of a roll up with a spine twist at the top. So we're going to start sitting up as tall as you can. Arms are reaching out to your out in front. Just make sure I have enough space behind me. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, roll back into your roll down. Then on your inhale, you're going to come back up. So the arms lower, the head and chest lifts. Exhale, up. And then reach the arms to the ceiling. Then you're going to open out to the side, open the arms wide. 1, 2, and then exhale, roll down. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Inhale, open. Inhale, open. Exhale, roll it down. Don't stress too much about the breathing in or out. I just want you to make sure that you don't hold your breath. So exhale as you roll down is one of the key ones you want to do. And exhale as you roll up. Exhale, roll. Reach the arms up. Exhale, twist. Exhale, roll down. Reaching it up. Twist 1, 2. Reach up, roll it down. Last time. Reach. And roll it down. Perfect. All right, we're going to go into our single leg, double leg, crisscross series. So hands are behind your head, legs in a tabletop, legs are lifted, shoulder width apart. Curl the head and shoulders up. We're going to do sets of 10. So exhale, bend one knee and extend the other leg straight. Don't twist, sorry. And then switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep yourself lifted if you can. Legs together. Hands to the outside of the knees. Exhale, reach the arms back, the legs out. Circle the arms around, bend the knees in. 4, 10. 9. Curling yourself up. 8. You can always put a hand or both behind your head if you'd like to, or do it with your head on the mat. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. If you can, stay lifted, hands behind the head, legs are back, shoulder width apart. Crisscross, ready? And exhale, reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, and bring it all the way down. Straighten those legs, reach the arms behind. Then give yourself a quick little stretch. Oh, that burned. That was great. Okay, now you're going to bend the knees in. Shoulder width apart. Arms at your side. Okay, starting with both feet flat. Exhale to lift into your shoulder bridge. Watching that you're not popped up through the ribs. You want to feel like the ribs are heavy and your spine is straight. Now try to keep your hips level. And exhale, lift one heel off the ground only, and then down. And then the other. So keeping your glutes engaged, right? You want to really feel like your butt's squeezing. Your hips are staying still. You're really just moving through your ankles. I was shake on the way down on this one. You can go into double and down. And again, you're trying to keep the hips as still as you can. 3, 2, 1. Reach both arms all the way back behind you, palms facing the ceiling. And then I want you to roll the spine all the way down. Oh, fantastic. Straighten the legs again and stretch one last time. And we're going to work through a version of the teaser. Wish me luck today. I wish you guys luck as well. Okay, so you're going to start with your arms reaching to the ceiling. You're going to be neutral and the legs are going to be together and they are up in a tabletop. Okay, like that. All right, so in this position here, you want to now bring the arms down into a 45-degree angle. You're going to take an inhale. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders, rolling up, so lower back presses into the mat, legs extend, reaching out. Now hold this position, bend the knees in, don't fall back, And then you can tuck and roll behind. Okay, so you're neutral to start. Take a deep breath. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, bend the knees in. Woo! Exhale, tuck and roll back. Try to keep the feet lifted. Squeeze those legs. Part of the trick is as the legs extend straight, you want to get those thigh muscles squeezing. Keep those arms reaching almost up in that 45-degree angle. Get those knees to bend in. Tuck and roll back. 2 more. Concentrate, can't talk much here. Exhale, really deepen those abdominals to lift. You're almost there, ladies and gents. Finish your last one. Hug your knees in and roll yourself all the way back up. Amazing. Now we're going to do some side plank series here. So you're going to do it with the elbow bent under your shoulder, and then the bottom leg is going to stay bent to start, top leg is straight. We're going to lift into our side plank. So you're trying to create that straight line from the tip of the nose all the way through the belly button. Perfect. Stabilize that bottom shoulder. So just watch your shoulder isn't hiked up to your ear. Perfect. And then think of just a little drop in the hip, little pick up, but a little bit past neutral or straight. Okay? So it's like a side bend. So top waist shortens, bottom waist lengthens, bottom waist shortens, top waist lengthens. You think of it in that respect as opposed to your arms pushing you up and down. So you're bending one side of the waist, then the other. Like a side crunch. I like to do it with my bottom knee bent. I find if both legs are straight, it gets a little bit, your shoulder ends up getting so tired that you kind of miss out on the waist work. So this is your obliques, lower back. And again, top waist shortens, bottom waist lengthens, and then it reverses. 3 more here. Bottom hip might be feeling it too. 1, 2, 3. Hold the plank. So now bring yourself back into as straight of a spine as you can get. Top arm lifts and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Before we go on to the other side, you're going to line your back for the hundreds. This is abs, right? Legs can be lifted or down. Arms reaching out to the side, head and shoulders are lifted. You're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. In, 2. And out, 2, 3. Obviously, if your feet are down, you're not extending the legs out straight. So you got those little pumps, but the upper body otherwise is quite quiet. Halfway through. So the legs are extending out on your exhale, right? Almost there. 1 more round. Hold the arms still. Curl the head and shoulders up higher. Whatever leg position you're in, grab behind your thighs again and pull your chest forward again. Perfect. Take one hand behind your head, then the other, and then bring it down. Woo, and roll yourself up. Side plank, other side. So elbows bent under your shoulder, bottom knees bent, top leg is straight. Okay, support that bottom shoulder. So watch it's not lifted up to your ears. You're going to lift yourself up starting in a straight spine. Okay, so from the tip of the nose all the way through the belly button. Okay, now the side bend. So lower that bottom hip so your top waist shortens and your bottom waist lengthens, and then lift and reverse. So again, thinking of it as a side crunch, not your arm pushing you up. A lot of people tend to think of it as an arm exercise, but I want it to be really isolated, especially in that bottom waist. You almost feel like your ribs are sliding towards your top hip. I know I talk a lot with this one, but it's such an important thing to get the technique right.
So the top waist shortens, then the bottom waist. Top waist, bottom. So again, you will feel your shoulder working, definitely, but it's that trying to get that little bit of a crunch, especially on that bottom side. 3 more here. Crunch. 1, 2, 3, and then bring yourself into your straight spine again, reaching the top arm up and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Perfect. All right, next, more abs. We just said abs, but more abs. All right, scissors. So we're going to be lying on your back, starting with the knees kind of just hugged into your chest for a second. I want you to lift yourself up, so you can use your arms to help lift yourself up. And then I want you to extend your right leg straight out in front of you. Extend your left leg to the ceiling and grab behind anywhere you can. If you're really tight in the hamstring, just keep the knees slightly bent. Curl yourself up higher. So pull yourself up, and then you're going to do a double pump switch. So you're going to switch, switch. Try to keep your legs lined up with your hip bones. So legs don't come super close together and they don't go super wide. So foot, knee, hip bone, and shoulder all lined up. Reach it long, curl up. So use that leg coming towards you to gently bring yourself up higher. Curling it up for 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees in again. Curl yourself up higher. So your abs should be working, but your arms are giving you a little bit of help. Perfect. Now hold this position. Arms at your side. Curl up higher. Perfect. If you need to put your head down, you can put your head down. Tap one foot down. Then switch. 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 So again, you can have the hands behind your head. You can have your head down. Still engaging through the abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in and relax everything down. Rolling yourself up. How are we doing? Okay, I hope. Okay, we're going to go into a plank position. It's going to be a straight arm plank position. If you'd like to, if you find them too difficult on the wrist, go into an elbow bent plank position. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to lift yourself up. Legs are going to be shoulder width apart or hip bone distance apart. Your feet shouldn't be wider than your shoulders, okay? Then think of taking your rib cage and tucking it up to the ceiling a little bit. Perfect. Now push the weight into the balls of your feet. Awesome. Keep holding it. I'm just going to move forward a little bit. Okay, so you might be able to see my feet there. Okay, so weights pressing. Then I want you to lift the top leg up. Then I want you to point the top foot, rest back down on, like almost like that back heel is pushing to the floor. Then come on up onto the back ball of the foot and bring that leg down. So one leg lifts, so that top leg lifts. Point the foot, press the weight into the bottom foot. Lift the top foot, bring the top leg down. If you're confused, just lift and lower one leg at a time. So lift, point, flex, down. Lift, point, flex, down. So you're actually doing a little bit of ankle work. One more each side. Perfect. Knees come down, round the spine, sitting to the heels. All right, rolling like a ball. So rolling like a ball is a great mobility exercise. And once you've done it a few times, you can start to really feel the abdominals working, but you have to really think of deepening your abs when you do this. So sit towards the front of your mat, hands behind your thighs, legs are going to come up. So some people do it like this, other people do it like this. It's whatever works or feels better for you, so you can try both ways. Relax through those shoulders and really think of deepening your abdominals. You're tucking under. You're going to inhale to roll back, exhale to roll forward. trying to avoid the clunk. You're trying to roll through your spine one vertebrae at a time. It's tricky. Really think the abdominals roll you almost forward. You want to balance on those sit bones. Now I want you to try, if you're comfortable with your legs open, so they're shoulder width apart. This is the open leg rocker prep. Just a slight change in the leg position. Just challenges you in a different way. 2 more. Fantastic. Okay, so that was rolling like a ball and open leg rocker prep. We're going to take it down a notch for a second with the spine stretch forward. So legs are out in front of you, knees bent if you need to. I want you to be able to sit up as straight as you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, let the chin sink to your chest and start to flex forward through the spine. Take an inhale. And then exhale, restack that spine all the way back up. One more time. Deep breath, lengthen tall. And then exhaling again, flexing forward through the spine. Breathing in. And then exhaling to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Perfect. We are going to do a little bit of back extension because we can't do all flexion the whole time. So you're going to be on your stomach. And I'm going to get you to have your arms resting along your sides, palms facing the ceiling. I want you to think of lifting the head and chest just slightly up so the shoulders aren't touching the mat. The hands are just hovering over the floor. And then relax through the butts, basically, the legs and the butt. Not doing much work on this one. I want you to gently, though, press your pubic bone towards the floor, okay? Pulling your abdominals up. And then on an inhale, just float the head and chest up and the arms. Turn the palms in towards your thighs, and then you exhale, release. So inhale, reach, and release. So you're stretching out through the fingertips, trying to isolate the movement more from the middle part of the spine. That's why you want to have that feeling of your chest lifting and reaching forward. Then you're going to inhale, lift, and hold it. Now really pull the abdominals in. Exhale, reach the arms out to the side in a T, but don't let your chest drop. Inhale, bring them back in. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, back in. Exhale, lower. It's really hard to keep your chest up when those arms reach out to the side. You'll feel yourself want to drop a little bit. So you've got to think abdominals, 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 and your back. 2 more. Watch the shoulder tension. Last time. Perfect. Great. Pop yourself up onto the hands and knees, rounding that spine and sitting back to the heels. And then coming all the way down onto your elbows. So the elbows are under the shoulders. Toes are tucked under. Legs are going to be as close together as comfortable. And we're going to lift into a plank. All right, you ready? Lift it up. So up into the plank. Press your weight into the balls of your feet. So you feel like your heels are pressing towards the floor. And almost like your elbows are pushing forward. Upper back is nice and wide. Perfect. Good. Keep holding in. Think of now taking your ribs and tucking them up a little bit. Sometimes they tend to drop and your lower back will arch. So want those ribs tucked up. Still pushing the heels to the floor. Legs are strong. Abs are strong. Squeeze your glutes. Hold it here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, we're almost there, 4, 3, 2, and 1, bringing it down. Perfect. And just stay in this position. Okay, so your elbows are still bent into the shoulders. Relax through the hips and just gently press yourself up. Just stretching out through the lower back. If this isn't doing anything for you, you can bring your feet a little wider and use your arms to press up. Okay, it just depends. This does it for me. Just to get that little bit of a lower back stretch. We've done a lot of flexing with the abdominals today. We're not quite done yet. Exciting. Okay. All right, up. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty tired today. We're doing great though. So you're gonna be lying on your back. And again, reminder, if your neck is getting a little tired, you can do all these with your head down, okay? We are gonna start though with our head down. Arms are gonna be at your sides. You're gonna imprint, so the lower back is gently pressing into the mat. Abdominals are engaged. Lift one knee up, then the other. So legs are gonna be shoulder width apart to start. Arms are gonna now reach to the ceiling. Palms face in. Tap one foot to the floor, back up, alternating. So as your leg reaches away, you shouldn't feel like you lift away from the mat at all through your spine or your ribs. You want everything in the center engaged. Now opposite arm and leg. So one arm reaches back, other foot taps. And really think as the arm reaches, don't let the ribs lift. Okay, the back of your ribs should almost feel like they're glued down to the floor. Now both arms, one leg. A little coordination here. One more on each side. Now bring your heels together, toes apart, knees open up a little wider than your hips. So you're in a diamond shape. And again, you can continue with the head down or hands come to the outside of the knees and the head lifts. Okay, so it can be done head down. So you're curled up. You're going to exhale, reach both legs out straight. Reach your arms out, or kind of behind you and back. So your toes are still apart, heels together. Circle the arms out to the side, the knees bend back out to the side, almost like a little frog. So exhale, reach. Inhale, circle. Exhale, reach. Inhale, circle. Curl up a little higher every time the arms reach behind. Don't let your head and shoulders drop back. So reach. Squeeze those heels together. Squeeze those thighs. Curl up a little higher. 3 more. Reach. 3. 2. Last one. Fantastic. And then bring it all the way in. Perfect. This next one, same thing. Feet can be up or feet can be down. And the head can stay down for this entire exercise. Arms out to your side, palms facing the floor. Legs are either tabletop or down. Breathing in to lower both legs to one side. Exhale, curl them back up. Just going side to side, keeping that opposite shoulder glued down. So both arms and both shoulders should be on the ground. Especially if your legs are lifted, make sure those abdominals are working. So use those abdominals to roll you back up. This is our nice spine twist here. One more each side. Perfect. Now we are going to end with a bang here, guys. So you're going to have your arms at your side. You're going to cross your ankles, knees open, shoulder width apart. Okay, now I'm taking into consideration that some of you guys might be tired, so I'm going to give you option 1 and then we'll go into option 2 if you choose to take it. On a breath out, you're going to try and lift your tailbone up off the mat. Pretty straightforward. But it's not a swinging, it's not that. It's engaging the abdominals. It's almost like your tailbone almost doesn't lift. It's just this tiny pick of the tailbone up. So that in itself should get your abs going. You can stay with that or you can do the full rollover. Okay, so the legs are going to extend straight out or straight up and then out away from you. Okay, so trying to avoid arching through the lower back. So you want to stay, I'm going to ask you to see if you can stay imprinted.
So you're going to inhale, reach the feet to the ceiling. Exhale, roll back. Reach the feet as far down towards the floor as you can. Then I want you to open the legs up and flex the feet and roll down. The legs are going to come together and reach away. Inhale, exhale. Reaching the feet as far back as you can. Open the feet, flex them, and roll down. Legs reach away. That's the hard part. Don't let the back arch. What a great way to end the class. Who thought of this? Ooh. All right, one more time. Give us a good stretch. You know? All right, no matter which one you chose, I want you all to bring your feet back down onto the floor, arms at your side in a neutral pelvis. Exhaling to imprint and roll the spine up. Reaching the arms back behind on an inhale. Exhale, roll the spine back down. And then just inhale, bring the arms straight back to the ceiling. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, reach behind. And exhale, roll down. One more time. And then hugging both knees into your chest. Just rock yourself side to side. And then bring the legs together. And when you're ready, roll yourself all the way back up. And you are done. Boom. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. My abs really feel it already. Thanks again for joining me. And I will see you guys, hopefully, all on Friday. Take care. Stay home and stay safe.